Hello, my name is Yvette Lucas from JSTD's WAE Center, and welcome to Kitchen Table Printmaking. This lesson is part 2 of our wax paper monotype printmaking class. Using the subtractive method, we will apply the paint first, then apply lines and texture to the paint using tools you might find at home. The materials you'll need are wax paper or aluminum foil to paint on, mixed media paper, paint, brushes, and mark-making tools such as Q-tips, combs, sponges, stamps, or anything else in your house that might make an interesting texture in the paint. I hope you enjoyed this class, and if you do, please hit like and subscribe below. To begin, you'll set up your workstation. Pull out a piece of wax paper that is larger than the paper you will print on. Turn the dull side of the wax paper face up. That's the side you'll be printing on. It's helpful to tape down the wax paper so that it doesn't move around while you're working. Lay your mixed media paper on top of the wax paper and tape down one side to make a hinge. This way you can make many impressions that will register or line up on your printed piece while you're working. Draw a line on the wax paper with a pencil or pen around the paper you'll print on so that you can see the border that you'll be painting this inside of. So we've already set up and we're going to choose our materials to make marks in the paint. We have brushes of different sizes, and I've laid out primary colors blue, red, and yellow, and with white they'll produce a wide range of colors. You'll also need some textured items. I have this shaper that has points that will make fine lines when you drag it across the paint. You can also make your own by cutting out shapes in cardboard. I have a pine cone that I picked up that I thought might make some interesting marks. This comb will make wide lines. If you have simple stamps, you can use them to remove paint. Here's some other mark making tools that you can use for texture. And Q-tips always come in handy to draw with. So we are working through the paint using Q-tips to draw some lines through the paint. I put down the paint first and then work into the paint. You can get a good print if you work quickly. You want to work a little bit at a time and build up your image. Give yourself maybe 30 seconds to work and then make the print. Rub the back of your print well for the paint to make a good transfer. You will be able to see the lines that you've made as well as the texture from the wax paper. We have a large palette of color with just the 3 primaries. I'm mixing blue and red to make a deep purple. The plate leaves a trace of the paint so you can see where to paint next because the paper is a mirror image of your painting on the wax paper. If you want an object to appear in a certain area of the paper, then I know I have to paint in the opposite area on the wax paper. If you don't get as much color you like after you print, use a little more water and paint over your image again. Do another print to get the effect you want. Don't worry if you don't pick up all the paint. You're getting the texture and cracks from the wax paper and the lines you make.